All right. Happy Labor Day. Welcome in to the Cavemen Media Podcast. It is Monday, September 7th. We're recording this podcast, and it is Tuesday for you. We appreciate you guys listening to this podcast.
Labor Day.
Labor Day. This is Podcast with a Keg. If you're watching on YouTube, you see that beautiful thing right there.
That is a keg.
That's a keg. And it was free. So we'll talk about that later in the show. Make sure you
Top
follow
10
us, of
gifts
course,
from God
at Cavemen Media. Yep. It's been a good couple days for the boys here. Free keg tops most of the list, I would say.
The boys minus Matt, because you know he never shows up to anything.
Matt just showed
I'm
up.
here now.
He's here now. That's all that matters. Check out cavemen-media.com. YouTube giveaway. We're still working on it, trying to get to 100 so we can give
more.
away.
Are we not there yet?
Six more.
Yep. So I think we need
94.
6 more, yeah.
I think I'm going to go subscribe today.
6 more followers
Thank
on
you, Matt.
6 more subscribers on YouTube, and we're going to give away $100.
$1 billion.
Shout out to John for that beautiful intro at the beginning of the podcast.
Yes, thank you,
Yep.
John.
We are 4 douchebags talking about whatever the hell we want. That's right. So thank him for that. Thank him for coming on last week's show. If you missed it, make sure you check that out. And this week, big show today.
Absolutely.
Big show
You could call it that.
today. Big fanboy moment for myself, I will say. Starting kicker for my beloved Cleveland Browns, leading scorer in Oklahoma University history of football, Austin Seibert.
Cody had his boner pants on today. He had
Sure did. Austin
was
Seibert
excited.
is on today's show. We talked with him about what it's been like with COVID, being in training camp, and what looks ahead for the Browns. Shout out to Matt for pulling that.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I thought Cody had a Nick Chubb jersey on the whole time because he was like half Chubb the entire interview.
Yeah, I mean, if you told me when we started this podcast we'd have a Cleveland Browns football player on our podcast, I'd never believe it.
I would have quit.
I'd been like, fuck this, I'm done.
Today's the day. Shout out to you, Austin Seibert, man. We truly appreciate you coming on the podcast. We're going to play that interview for you guys right now. Here we go. Cleveland Browns kicker Austin Seibert. Well, welcome you on to the podcast. He's the leading scorer at Oklahoma University, kicker for my beloved Cleveland Browns. And he's got a killer mullet, Austin Seibert. Austin!
How we doing?
Hey, man, I really, really appreciate you taking the time. Like I said, diehard Browns fan, so this is like freaking awesome for me.
Awesome, good deal.
All right, so seeing how you're the only, we'll start with football questions right off the bat. Seeing how you are the only kicker on the roster for the Browns going into training camp into the season, does that kind of give you some self-confidence going into the season that the Browns know you're the guy no matter what?
Yeah, I mean, definitely I do have the confidence, but in the NFL with kickers and everything, I'm competing against myself at all times because there's only 32 jobs, so everyone's gunning for one of those jobs. So my job's always on the line, technically, so I just got to focus on myself and just go make kicks when it counts.
That's awesome. Hey, what's your relationship like with the Scottish Hammer? Look like you guys get along pretty well.
Yeah, no, we're pretty good friends. We hang out pretty regularly. Other than that, I mean, yeah, we're pretty good friends. That's all I can really say. Yeah, we have a good relationship.
I love to see it.
So, Austin, you are the leading scorer at OU. What's the difference between kicking there and kicking there in Cleveland?
Well, obviously probably the weather, honestly.
Yeah.
And then at Oklahoma, I mean, everything changes. We have college football, it's high-powered offense, everything. Cleveland, we're not doing that as much, just that it's the NFL and defenses are a little bit better. It's hard schematically to keep scoring as much. But, yeah, I'd say probably the weather and playing next to the lake definitely makes things harder. But
Yeah, the weather
all
in
up for the
Cleveland's
challenge.
terrible.
Yeah.
All right, 2-part question. How's the mullet coming along, and what was your inspiration for it?
Mullet's coming. It's going pretty well right now. I think we're about 3 months straight growing, so it's looking good. And then it came about. Me and Jamie were just FaceTiming over quarantine, and we were like, "Bet I can grow a better mullet than you." And the legend was born. So that's it.
And you dyed that blonde, right?
Yeah, I did. That was another quarantine take. My cousin does hair, so I was like, shoot, why not? Let's do it. If I don't like it, I'll cut it. And a lot of people like it, so I'm keeping it right now.
I love it. Let it go. Let it grow, man.
So what is the longest field goal you have made either in a game or in practice?
And a game was in preseason last year, the 54 against Tampa Bay. And then in practice, man, all these NFL guys can go I'd say low 70s, upper 70s, just depending
Oh,
on the
wow.
day and if there's wind.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah,
I might be able to kick like a 5-yarder.
I'm good for 15.
I'll be lucky to get off the ground. Hey, I want to ask, what's the protocols like with COVID and everything like that in the locker room and just all of the testing and I know you guys are wearing those devices on your wrist. What's it been like? Has it been a pain in the ass, or have you kind of just adapted to it?
Yeah, it hasn't been bad at all. It's actually pretty smooth. We come in and test in the mornings every day, and then we get a tracking device that monitors who we've been next to for how long, and it'll tell us if we're not within 6 feet of someone. I mean, we don't have in-person meetings unless they're in the indoor. We'll be spaced out, but usually it's virtual. We'll be at the facility on like our iPad in our separate meeting rooms where we're 6 feet apart. But other than that, it's been pretty smooth. I mean, can't really complain. So yeah, it's been a smooth process, and I think we've done a great job with it so far. Just how schematically and mathematically everything they've made happen is pretty crazy. So yeah.
Love to see it.
All right. When did you start kicking, and how did you come upon kicking?
Yeah, so I started kicking when I was 7. My dad punted a year in high school, so he kind of got me into the kicking world. But I also played football. I'm from St. Louis area, so we had it was intercity league. I was one of a few white kids on the team. No one else wanted to kick, so I started kicking, and that's kind of where it was born right there. And it just kind of progressed, and yeah, that's what it is right now. My brother had the same path. He played for the same league and kicked the same way when he started kicking when he was 5. So
you started kicking at a young age. I know a lot of kickers kind of come over from the soccer world. You were just straight kicker from the very beginning. I feel like that's probably a little bit rare. Would you say, or no?
yeah, I played soccer growing up as well. But yeah, I guess the soccer background definitely helps.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't really hear too many guys saying they've been kicking since they were like in first grade.
Right.
So
Do you have any pregame or pre-kick rituals to get you into the zone?
I do a lot of like psychological books and read a lot. And the main thing that I do really is you try and find a peaceful state of mind, a calm state, and you remember. Like I have 3 things that I try and remember every time I go out and kick. It varies, but yeah, I mean, other than that, I just try and get as calm as possible and just remember my technique, and I mean, just keep your eye on that ball and have a good feeling coming off your foot, and then most of the time it goes in. So that's the thing. Just stay positive and confidence in yourself, and generally it'll be all right.
Absolutely. So other than football, what kind of hobbies do you like to do?
Man, I go to the movies. The movies is one of my hobbies. It's kind of a good place to escape all the outside noise and do that. Other than that, man, I'm a very chill person, so I don't do a whole lot. I'll chill at the house. I like going to anything kind of redneck country you can think of, like dirt track racing, Monster Jam, things like that. I mean, I don't catch myself going to a whole lot of sporting events, but when it comes to like racing and things like that, I definitely like going to things like that.
Yeah. With going to the movies, what's been your favorite most recent movie?
Oh, most recent, man. I mean, a lot of the movies they've been putting out aren't the best, but there's the one with Russell Crowe that just came out is pretty good.
What's your all-time favorite?
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Patrick Swayze.
Okay. That's
Kicking
awesome.
some ass.
All right, so
Yeah.
another football question for you. It's a 2-parter too. So I want to ask one. Last year, there was a lot of maybe it wasn't. Maybe you have no idea, but they talked about it in the media with the Browns that a lot of kickers were struggling kicking towards the dog pound.
Yeah.
Did you notice that at all last year, and what kind of played into that?
I mean, yeah, you definitely notice it when we play teams and you got vets coming in and missing kicks and things like that. But at the same time, people know coming into Cleveland, it's going to be a tough place to kick.
Right.
So I have to figure out how to make that an advantage for me. And being down to the stadium as much as possible, just getting the pressure kicks into the dog pound like we did at practice the other day, just getting me accustomed with it. And more so just attacking the day and hitting a good ball and going at it is all you can really do. You can try and gauge the wind, but at the end of the day, when you go out there on the field, you got to pick a point and you got to kick to that point. The wind may screw you, but most likely not, you're going to make that kick if you're doing your things right. So
outside of First Energy Stadium, what's the toughest stadium you've had to kick in so far?
Shoot. Really, all of our away games last year were pretty nice. Maybe Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really. We didn't really have any away. Our away games last year weren't too bad, honestly.
Good.
So growing up, did you have a favorite NFL team? Maybe a favorite player?
Yeah, growing up, I was a big Packers fan, and Brett Favre is my all-time favorite player. That's it right there, Brett Favre and the Packers.
Hey, so a kicker for the Browns that also wore number 4 that had a long career in Cleveland, Phil Dawson. Have you worked with him at all? I know he was around the team a little bit last year.
He came and visited with us. I got his cell phone number throughout camp and preseason and all that. I talked to him a lot, honestly, just searching for advice, things to do, and just how to wrap my head around it because I was in a slump. And he really helped me out a lot and just got me back into the right mindset to just believe in myself, even though it was kind of the shit was hitting the fan.
Yep.
So that definitely helped. And then he's always, if I have any questions, he always reaches back to me, and he's a really good dude.
Absolutely. He's an all-time great in Cleveland. Last question we got for you. What's the vibe of the team right now compared to last year? Last year obviously didn't live up to the hype. But what's it like this year? Odell's back healthy. Baker seems like he's in a different mindset. What's it like this year compared to last year?
It's honestly, my own opinion on it is, I think we're a tighter knit group, if that makes sense.
For sure.
Everyone's talking to each other. Everyone's very positive around each other. Coaches are like, I talk to the coaches, say, hey, what's up? Like, everyone is very positive. And, the coaches make sure they let you know that they believe in you and your teammates got your back. Like, if I'm kicking field goals in a team period, I hear my teammates saying, like, come on, Austin, you got it. Last year I didn't have that so much. I don't know if it was because I'm a rookie or not, but like, even if I were to miss a kick in team or something, they're like, you got to make the next one, man. You're good. So things like that are just, it's teammates having each other's back, and that's what you really need. So that's good.
I love to hear it, man. Hey, that's all we got for you. I truly, truly, as a Browns fan and just as a football fan and just respect for you, we appreciate you coming on to the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Best of luck this season. Can't wait to watch you guys. Go Browns.
Who day?
All right. See you guys.
Thanks, man. Cleveland Browns kicker Austin Seibert. Again, shout out to him for taking the time, and shout out to Matt for getting him on the show.
Hey, you're welcome.
Tell us again the quick story. How did you and Austin Seibert become best friends?
He's selling tires on Instagram, and I just
On Instagram? How do you
just-
sell shit on Instagram?
he put it on his story. I didn't know who it was. Just shot him a message. Hey, I have a buddy that's looking for those tires, and the rest is history.
And Matt,
So you followed Brown's kicker.
So
Nick.
Matt texted me.
guess.
Matt texted me. He's like, "Do you know Austin Seibert?" I said, "Yes, I know Austin Seibert. He kicks footballs for my football team." Yes. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to go see him in a couple days to get some tires." we're texting back and forth. And next thing you know, they're calling each other. They're BFFs. So, Seibert, thanks again, man. Hope you guys enjoyed that interview with him. Go Browns.
Steeler Nation would be ashamed of you,
Chris
Matt.
Boswell is. Well, I'm working on Jeff Reed right now.
Well, that would be
Who's
sick.
Jeff Reed,
The only greatest kicker to ever hit the NFL.
besides Austin Seibert, obviously.
Right, of course.
course.
Austin Seibert, best kicker in NFL history.
Big fan of Cavemen
Cavemen.
Media, Austin
Yeah.
Seibert.
Yep. Shout out to you, Austin Seibert. All right.
Seibert.
Well, here we go. Bring it to the table. I'm sure we all have a
table.
segment for this,
I
right?
do.
Matt
Does not.
will go last because he'll think
Did
of
you even
something.
have one last week?
Actually, you know what we're going to do? No, not bring it to the table. We're going to do a beer review, a.k.a. no beer review, free keg. Let's talk about this
Yes,
free
let's
keg that
do
sits
that.
in front of us right now.
Yeah.
So I was gifted a free keg of Coors Lights on Sunday. Very grateful for that. And we've got it for a few more days. We've done some damage on it, mainly me and Drew and Connor last night as well.
And Matt today.
That's
Matt just
Matt's
started.
first beer right there.
Keg stand.
It's Labor Day. That's how we celebrated.
All right, so we got the free keg. We're super excited about it. We're taking it everywhere we go. We're taking it back to my house, here, everywhere we go.
Yep, it has a
The keg.
semi-permanent spot in my truck.
Yep. The keg
travels
is
with
our
us.
new best
It's
friend.
our
think
fifth. It's
I think
our
I'm
fifth.
watching
Yep.
it tomorrow
Yep.
while you
I
guys
think
are all at work.
Matt's going to take care of our baby tomorrow while we all work. So, yeah, shout out to
Yeah, I'm gonna
the
have
free
to
keg.
swoop it on Wednesday, I think.
It's all yours.
All right.
Might be empty. Me and Paxton probably going to
Bet.
kill it.
All right, bring it to the table. I'll go first. My table segment is today is Labor Day.
Wow, what a way to come prepared.
Yeah, yeah.
Today,
Here he is
Way to
talking
come
Matt,
fucking
and he.
prepared.
We celebrate
Labor Day.
everybody.
I got a question for you guys.
That's
What
like
is it?
Matt. The one time he's like, "Yeah, I got something." He's like,
It's hot outside.
"It's hot outside."
So can you
what I
guys
had
tell me
today.
the history of Labor Day?
So I know it has something to do with unions.
Okay.
and people that
In
work.
like the 20s, they passed some kind of labor act, right?
I don't have that down, but so any other
What Google
contribution
says
there?
is
It's
Google
basically-
says pays tribute to the contributions and achievements of American workers. That's me. So
that's
thank you.
exactly what I was gonna say.
Is
actually.
traditionally observed on the first Monday of September. It was created by the labor movement in the late 19th century and became a federal holiday in 1984. There you
It
go.
gives me a 3-day weekend, so I'm
That's
all
all
for
that
it.
matters, I guess, at this point. Labor Day. Shout out to you.
And I was on the clock all day while I was drinking beer.
Same.
So
Same. What do you guys got today?
I was off today.
But we were too, but we got paid.
all right, so Matt doesn't know this. I kind of showed Connor and Cody last night. So you guys have to answer this. If you could pick a mascot for yourself, being anything in the world, what would it be?
pack of Swishers?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that dude was like, drunk pack of cigarettes.
Drunk pack of cigarettes.
What, dude?
They're, yeah.
Don't worry about
long
it, Matt.
story.
Yep.
Don't
So
If you
So
have to
it-
be there, sorry, we can't
you have
disclose that
to
information.
pick a mascot to represent you
Your
for the
life.
rest of your life.
Mine would probably
For your
be like a stoned box of mac and cheese.
Oh. Huh?
I'm gonna go with a chicken
Chicken.
to represent
A
a
chicken.
chicken wing, and he's gonna have a pitcher of beer in his hands at all times.
See, so like mine.
So Frickers.
Drew's
Oh,
was
that's
just,
it.
yeah,
so
Drew
like,
is
like
a can
the
of
Fricker
beer.
logo.
No, mine is a
Drew is a can of beer.
mine is a football with a Mr. Fogg and a Mick Ultra.
There you go,
Mr. Fogg.
Mr. Fogg.
There you go.
What do you got, Matt?
I don't know. What What do you guys think?
A rainbow cup?
Holy shit.
A G-string.
I'm going to go just the Man of Steel.
Matt's would be a Kansas City police officer.
Oh my God.
In the words of Tom Brenneman.
Oh, jeez. You can't say that. You just can't say that on
Say
TV.
what, Cody?
What Tom Brenneman said.
What do you say?
I quit.
He
This
said
shows.
the
I'm
capital of
done.
the world. Oh, you're
Yeah.
done?
I'm done.
With
You
this
guys,
show?
you guys are making fun of me.
No more keg for you. Go ahead and
All
hop
right.
on out of here.
Oh, well.
This is our keg. You take your ball and go home.
I'll stick around.
Do you have a table segment? If you do, please go ahead.
Somebody else go.
Connor, what do you got?
I thought I already went. Anyway, so last week I talked about, how I've been playing a flight simulator. Well, tomorrow I will be actually up in a plane over at Marine Air Park. And that's it. That's
You're
the
going
table.
to go to Marine Air
to it,
Park,
yep.
and they're going to take you in the air on an airplane.
Yes. that's
So,
what's about to
I'm
For
happen.
free.
For free. I think it's free. I don't really know.
I'm convinced there's going to be a dude waiting in a big white van with a tear-stained mattress in the back of it. It's like,
Maybe.
yeah, Connor, we're going to shuttle you over to the plane. And then it's just... Yeah, he's
Connor,
gonna
what-
have-
It doesn't
what's-
work like that.
What's
though.
the purpose? Are they thinking you're interested in buying this
No, he's
plane?
No, I'm not
interested
gonna
in going
buy the
to
plane.
Flight
pilot
It's
school.
basically like I'm gonna go there. They're gonna give me a little introductory class to all of it, and if it's basically to see if I want to do flight school.
So,
pretty much.
fun fact: if I wasn't a cop, my second career choice was a
Oh,
commercial.
was it?
Commercial airline pilot.
Wow.
Commercial.
Yeah, I wanted to fly with Delta. I was going to go to a
With
school in
Delta,
Tampa that
specifically
it's,
Delta.
yeah, it's owned by Delta, and you like become a Delta pilot.
Yeah, and Tampa actually, what I was talking about last week, that plane that I wanted to buy.
Yeah,
They're stationed in Tampa.
I would assume it was by the water after you showed us a photo.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, why haven't you bought the dude?
Yeah,
I got it.
I have
You gotta
about
buy the
5%
plane.
of
You
how
get-
much that plane costs.
You gotta buy the plane, and then we can put one of those. You know how they
The
signs
big
and
old
stuff?
banner that
Yeah, we
says
just do
Cavemen
Cavemen Media. And you just fly it all over
Everywhere
the
you
place.
yeah. Every plane flying over my house now, I just think it's you.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
Tomorrow
excited.
it might
though.
be.
I'm very excited.
Tomorrow it might be. Do you have
Also,
a table segment?
I wanted
No, I
hold on.
don't.
I wanted to ask Matt. This can be Matt's table segment.
Okay,
Do you have a GoPro still?
I do.
Can I borrow it?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah, that was a hell of a table segment.
Good talk, boys. Good
Matt,
Better,
talk.
better than what he had.
Matt has not had a table segment in like
been like
3
4
weeks.
weeks.
It's
Yeah.
been a rough week. Labor Day, barbecuing. I ran out of propane trying to cook some meat.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
there's
been
a story in its own.
It's
That's
been a
everything
rough
table
week. He was
segment.
just telling us how he could. It was so boring at work. He was watching TikTok.
I
Yep.
mean, you gotta always fit in the TikTok.
Your table
Hey,
segment
you know,
also could
listen,
have been.
listen. All you gotta do, get on Google and find something. You have nothing to do. You just told us, so you have ample amounts of time to find a table segment.
It also could have been how your son just like whips it out in the front yard and pees in your bushes.
He does. I mean,
That was-
that's,
that was
that's
pretty
normal in my
funny.
house.
It's normal at my house.
He's like, yeah, Brooke beats me with a paper I pee in the house. I gotta go outside. She rolls out the newspaper. I know what she's doing.
Lays down the law. She don't listen, so we can say whatever.
So that was Bring It to the Table. And another segment that we love to do on this show is How Dumb Are We? Which is pretty dumb, we'll be honest. I think we can all agree with that, right? When it comes to history, we're not smart.
Well, yeah, and we keep picking history topics.
I think we're just going to roll with that because it's been pretty funny so far. So this week, Drew is not competing because he wins every single week. He's got the questions for us. So it's Matt v. Cody v. Connor. How dumb are we?
you?
Put this bachelor degree to work.
All right. So the topic this week is all the wars the United States have been involved
I'm
in.
out.
I'm out. Yep.
World War One, World
Revolutionary, Civil War.
War Two, Civil War.
Then why are you out?
Iraqi
I
freedom.
can name them, but
If
what are
you're
you
both
gonna
out,
ask
I
me?
win. I win.
No.
It's done.
Okay.
It wasn't asking. You just have to go around and list them.
All right,
oh,
so
we're just listing.
here we go.
wars?
So Connor, you go
Yeah.
first.
Oh, okay.
Go.
World War One,
World War Two,
Civil War.
Revolutionary War,
the war in Iraq.
Yes.
Operation. What is it? Freedom.
Iraqi freedom. Yeah.
War of
I'll give you that.
1912,
Okay.
Yes.
What'd you say?
War of 1912.
Oh,
No.
Yes.
No.
we weren't in that one.
Are
That's
you
right.
sure?
That's why I didn't think of it.
It wasn't
We
there.
weren't in that one.
It's War of 1812.
1812. Come on,
You're
give
out.
it to me. That's the
I'll
same
take
thing.
that. War of 1812.
No, that
Matt,
doesn't
you're
count.
up.
No, that doesn't count because he said it.
All right, I'll go with the Spanish War.
Nope,
Yes.
The Gulf War.
that's the Spanish War.
Yes.
All right, Connor, it's back to you.
There wasn't any.
Is that all the wars?
That's not
No.
it.
So we're in.
Hold on.
It's roughly like 30 wars. So
30 wars.
half of these I've never even heard of. So
French and Indian War.
Can't name two.
I'm gonna say no.
no.
You could just name a country and put war at the end of
Cowboys
it.
That
and
w-
Indians.
The French and Indian War was a real fucking.
It was a
thing, so-
war, but that was
How about,
before the Revolutionary War. That was we weren't even a country at the
Okay,
time.
well,
So I said
obviously I don't know.
I said
wars.
Iraq. Is there another one with Afghanistan in there somewhere?
Yes.
Thank you.
No,
But what's it
How does
called?
that fucking count? You just named the place.
No,
you got to get the name right.
Yeah, you can't-
Afghanistan
I don't-
War.
I
He
think-
didn't
Right
say
here.
that though. He just said
Okay,
that
Iraq
one
War,
with
is that a thing?
Afghanistan.
He said that
That's
too.
better than
Oh,
what
that-
you guys
that's
got.
bullshit.
That's better. Matt, you're up.
Gettysburg.
Mm, That's a battle, not a
Gettysburg
war. That's part of the Revolutionary.
they kill
or
each
that's part
other.
of the Civil
Yeah,
War.
it's the Civil War, man.
Pakistan War. That's mine.
The
No.
war.
name
The
fucking
war
foreign
on
countries.
oil.
What?
I don't know. I'm out.
The war
So-
on drugs. We fight that
so-
every day.
COVID-19.
Dude, you guys. Korean War, Vietnam War,
Vietnam. How do we skip
Vietnam.
Nam?
I said that.
Mexican-American
Never
War,
heard of it.
invasion of Panama.
Were any of these actually wars that would just like whop everybody
Well,
that
if-
fucking came in?
What's the difference between battle and war?
Battle
The
is
battle was one
portion
battle
of a war.
of-
They may have won the battle, but not the war.
yeah,
Thank you.
Matt.
You know.
Jeez, oh Pete's.
Well, let's name battles.
Kiss
Gettysburg.
my ass.
Ohio. The Battle of Ohio. Browns Bengals.
Well,
That's not really
there
a battle.
There actually was a battle of Ohio, but
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
Who won?
Bengals.
Ohio?
yeah,
The
who dey?
Bengals.
Well, Ohio's a state, so I'm gonna go Ohio.
All right. So,
Kentucky.
other than how dumb are we, and bring it to the table, and obviously Austin Seibert, that's all we pretty much got today. Last thing I wanted to touch on was it's a big week for me and all of us here. Football.
Football!
Starts this week.
Football!
Aren't you excited, Matt? Are you not excited?
That
for the
fucking
Steelers?
excited.
I mean, I'm not like.
I'm that excited.
Oh, I'm pretty excited. Like,
I'm excited, but
Dude, I've had to watch 2 months
I mean, the NHL
going on
is
3
going
of
strong.
shitty Reds baseball.
the Reds suck. I can't watch hockey. Can't get into the NBA. Ohio State's not playing.
NHL playoffs.
Can't watch it. Football is back.
Breaking news. Dustin,
NFL's
Dustin Johnson
canceled.
just
Dustin
won.
Johnson just won the FedEx Cup.
Shout out to you, DJ.
What's the FedEx Cup?
Golf. But yeah, football's back starting on
NASCAR.
Thursday. Chiefs,
what I thought.
Texans. Any quick predictions going into the football
Chiefs
season?
Chiefs by 10.
No, Chiefs-
I would
Chiefs
say by
by 7.
15.
I think it's gonna be a close game. I go Chiefs by a touchdown.
I
Yep,
say
Chiefs
Chiefs
by
by
7.
15.
Anyone bet?
Yeah.
Oh, here
I'll
we
bet
go,
you.
baby.
All right. What do you?
14 and a half. You said
14
15
and a
off-
half. We'll bet 20.
$20. All
All right.
I'll take that.
This is.
Yep.
Well, okay. All right. Fuck it.
Matt just lost $60.
Yeah.
Thank
So
God Brooke
if,
doesn't listen.
if you watch the game on Thursday, Matt has Chiefs minus 14 and a half.
Answer this.
15. We all have Texans.
Who's
plus.
Watson thrown to?
Will Fuller.
Who
Pretty good.
else?
Pretty good at football.
All right. Double team.
Hands it to David Johnson. He's pretty good. Duke Johnson. He's pretty
Nope.
good.
Done. Chiefs by 15.
Hey.
Texans
see.
got some. They're gonna be
Texans
good.
D is
No,
legit,
don't get me
though.
wrong. I'm a big Watson fan, but I mean, Patrick Mahomes coming off the Super Bowl.
15 points is a lot, though.
15 is-
points
it's gonna be a
is a
blowout.
lot. You're crazy.
No preseason. It's going to be sloppy as
What's
shit.
the spread on Vegas?
10 and a half.
15's not that far off.
That's pretty far off.
Yeah, 5 points in Vegas is.
All right, so Matt's a
world.
Steelers fan. Record prediction for the Steelers. Go.
10 and 6.
Bengals.
7 and 9.
Connor.
6 and 10.
6 and 10. I got the Browns at 10 and 6.
You're out of your fucking mind. I'm sorry. You're out of your fucking
Are
mind.
you serious?
They're an 8 and 8 team.
Oh my.
Do you think
God.
Maybe.
Steelers 10 and 6? I think.
No.
I
with the-
agree with Steelers
with the
at 10 and 6.
defense.
Bengals
Oh
and
my
Browns will finish
God.
the last 2 in the division. 100%.
You know, I as a
As of
you
what?
saying that as a Bengals fan, I respect that.
Well, yeah,
like
we're
you're
not stupid.
realistic.
I don't know how it's going to pan out.
Browns
but
fans are never
Baltimore,
realistic.
Baltimore,
No,
Pittsburgh.
I'm
the
surprised he
problem.
didn't say 16
That's
and
the
0.
problem.
All right.
Baltimore, Pittsburgh will be 1 and 2 in the division. I don't know which
Bal-
way it's going to go, but it's one of the two.
Yeah, it depends what Lamar does. I think more teams are going to
See,
stop Lamar this
You
year.
guys all hated Vontez Burfict. Vontez Burfict would have been the Lamar Jackson problem solution.
Well, yeah, you broke his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take him out of the
Yeah.
fucking game.
Yeah. Like, you telling me you find me $250K? If I was Mike Brown, I'd be like, hey,
I'll pay.
I'll pay it. Go fucking take his head off.
Is he playing?
Vontez?
No,
Yeah.
he's
He was
been
in
done.
Oakland, but I don't know what
Yeah,
he's
he's
doing
out.
now.
Yeah, he's
I
done.
think Baltimore, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh all make the playoffs this year.
No.
Are
I
you-
do not see
3 from the
Cleveland.
same division?
It's
I
happening.
know it's-
They
I know
expanded
possible.
the playoffs to 7 teams this year.
7
It was
teams?
6,
Yeah.
now it's 7. You
The
have
Browns
3
are 8 and
wild
8.
card spots.
All right,
What
all right,
the
all right.
fuck? When did that happen?
We did this last year. Super Bowl prediction.
All right, I got
Chiefs.
Chiefs Saints.
Are you serious? That's the same thing you
Same
said
thing I
last
said
year.
last year. Yeah,
I say Chiefs, Seattle.
Seattle's a good pick. Sleeper, honestly, I might go Packers. I think low key
No.
Packers.
Ah.
Aaron Rodgers has
He
some
does have some.
vengeance.
Yeah.
Him and the coach don't have a.
That's true. That's
I'm
very
surprised
true.
none of you
Yeah.
said Tampa.
Oh,
Who's their-
Tampa.
They just picked up Leonard
What's it?
Fournette.
They hired that off the wall fucking guy from
Who?
Green Bay. What's their coach's name?
Oh, LaFleur.
Yeah, Bears offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
he
I
did
mean,
fine last year.
I think.
But when
I
your
just think
quarterback's
Aaron
on
Rodgers-
the mic on press, basically saying we don't get along.
That's true. It's very
You
true.
don't think the former Green Bay coach down in Dallas?
I think
I
Dallas
the
is gonna
Cowboys
have a
are going
good
to be
year.
good. The
Yeah.
Cowboys are going to run away with the
I can't.
division.
His name slipped me.
I
Mike
mean,
McCarthy.
when
Yeah.
Philly's your toughest competition, I mean,
I think they run away with the Cowboys.
who you
They
got?
probably go
Philly,
12
Washington,
and 4, 11
Dallas,
and
who's
the Giants.
Giants. Oh yeah,
Giants
easy.
are going to be terrible. They might win 3 games.
Yeah.
Washington might win 3 games.
They might win one.
The Eagles always go 8 and 8, 9 and 7. The Cowboys always right in there too, but I think they have a good year and they probably win 11 games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say 10-6, 11-5.
I'm gonna go. Well, my choice is I'm going Tampa and Kansas City.
You're going Bucks, Chiefs, Drew,
Seattle.
Seattle, Chiefs.
Chiefs.
I got Chiefs, Saints,
So
Connor.
we all.
Bucks, Baltimore.
Bucks, Baltimore. God, I hope not.
Wow.
I don't think.
I just don't think
I
the
think
Bucs
that-
are going to be able
yeah,
to
I
pull
think-
together.
I think that
They have the
The
talent,
hype
dude.
is
Oh, they got the talent.
the
They got
hype
the
is
talent.
way too hot. I mean, fuck, Gronk was rated a 93
I
on
do
Madden,
not-
and the dude
so
hasn't played in a
I
year.
think Gronk's out. Gronk, his last season, he was injured a lot. I think it's going to be O.J. Howard, and O.J. Howard's a solid tight end.
Do they still have Cameron Brate in Tampa?
I think
They
so.
got 3 good tight ends if he's still there. I don't know if he's still there.
I
or
thought
not.
they traded him up north somewhere.
Maybe they did. You're right.
So my best thought on that is we're gonna see if Belichick was really the man or
Yeah,
fucking
that's
Tom
exactly-
Brady was really the
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Who has a better chance to go Super Bowl? Patriots with Cam and Belichick, or Bucks with Tom
Ooh,
and
I would-
Arians?
I
just
can't
just
bet
say-
against Belichick.
Who has
dude.
the better record? Not even Super Bowl, because I don't
I
think
just
either
say
one of them make
Tampa.
it to the Super Bowl. But who has the better record?
Tampa has the better talent. They Chris Godwin and
And Evans and
Evans.
Howard.
Oh, Mike
and
Evans to
Gronk
throw
and
the ball to.
Fournette
And Chris
Yeah.
Godwin, dude. That's
God,
it's
I think
two threats.
Godwin's the number one over Evans.
He's
but
good, man.
I think he is too. I think the Bucks probably go 10-6, 11.
I was gonna
5.
guess.
I think
10-6.
the Patriots probably go 8-8. I don't think they're that good.
I
Outside of Cam,
was going 7-9.
Yeah, but
outside of Cam, I mean, who do they have?
in my opinion, Belichick
Edelman.
has the best football mind.
I think Brady made Edelman. I don't
and
think.
Belichick. That's yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I think they have a great defense.
I think Brady made Belichick.
But I think that N'Keal
N'Keal
Harry,
Harry.
I think he has a big year this year.
They got talent in New England. You're right. I forgot about him, but I don't think they're going to the AFC.
I mean,
Championship.
you have a fucking the deepest running back room probably in the league there. Sony Michelle, James
Sony
White,
Michel.
Rex Burkhead.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's see if he runs the ball more this year, though. He's always been a throw kind of guy.
well,
think-
when you have Tom Brady,
But also when you look at Cam this year, after all of the doubt that has been thrown his way with not getting signed, and he's only signed for $1 million.
yeah, that's motivation.
He's very
He annoys
motivated.
the shit out of me, but I do hope he bounces back.
Which, speaking of motivation, is what it's got me feeling so good about the Browns, because I feel like they are all so motivated. OBJ's back and healthy, motivated. Jarvis is motivated. Baker's motivated.
What was
new
wrong
coach,
last year? You guys
Stefanski.
were all motivated
They were
last year.
overhyped, and they thought it was going to be easy, and it wasn't. And they learned, and we got a better coach.
You say that, but he's another first-year guy that you guys are rolling a dice on.
I hear you.
You guys just need to ride it.
Which I mean, the Bengals did as well, but
I agree with getting rid of your last coach.
it was
we
no,
didn't-
it was no Freddie Kitchens
But Freddie
situation
Kitchens was
for
a
sure.
running backs coach. Stefanski's been an
Well,
offensive
you
coordinator.
can blame your quarterback for him being the head coach because that's why that happened.
I'm just saying. I'm saying
He
there's
went
a
into
difference
ownership
between-
and lobbied for
That's
that.
fine. I get it. I'm just saying there's a difference between
I think he quickly regretted that.
Freddie Kitchens and a running back coach being
No,
becoming a head
I
coach.
agree.
And Stefanski's been an offensive coordinator for years.
But it's just like,
He's called plays for 2 years, I think. And
well, it's even worse. Look at New York Giants, and they take a special
they
teams
took a
coach.
special teams
Yeah,
coach.
but
Yeah.
Stefanski also, I mean, you're in Minnesota. I mean, they definitely didn't have a high-powered offense.
He turned Case Keenum into an NFC championship quarterback.
I think their coach will be decent. I don't think this will be the year they're decent.
I'm not saying we're going to the Super Bowl, but I know we're going to the playoffs this year. With
I'll
with
bet
that
20
I
on
bet
that.
you.
yeah,
I
I'll
bet you
put 20 on
100.
that.
100 on that.
that we
Let's
don't go
take,
to the playoffs.
Take all
I'll
the
take
bets.
it. What do you
Let's
got?
go. $20.
$20. Browns go to the
bucks.
playoffs.
100.
$100 to Matt.
Well, we all know Matt bets, but he never pays. So
True.
These are all. This is legit bets. Every bet we just made, we will.
Connor,
pay.
cut this
Fine.
and send it to us so we all have
Browns
this.
will make the playoffs this year, guaranteed.
False.
100%.
Spoken from a true Browns fan.
Now
That's
we
fine.
cut to how many ever
I'm
months
pretty
later?
sure we had
Well,
the
you see what
same
had happened was-
conversation
Next
last
year, we're gonna make the
Next year,
playoffs.
We'll have a new coach. It'll be all right.
Baker's gone.
Austin Seibert, thanks for coming on the show, man. Go Browns.
I'm gonna go bold here.
Yeah, we
I
did have
say
Browns episode.
by week 12, Case Keenum is your starting quarterback.
No.
Wow.
chance. No.
I don't see that
chance.
happening.
Don't
but-
see them bacon or
Bacon,
benching.
I
Baker
think
unless
the
he's hurt.
hype over Baker was way too much rookie year. Last year he proved the stripes, and I think it's the same. I think I'm not even gonna say a week. I think at some point this year Baker sat in Case.
I don't
plays.
think Baker's your long-term option.
You're all wrong. That's fine. That's going to be the end of the show. We'll talk about this again next week, because next week we will have football games
Need
in
a
the
Big
books.
Ben.
Next week the Browns will be 0-1.
I'm not saying we're going to beat the Ravens. We open up on the road against the Ravens. So, I mean, that's a tough open, but I guarantee we will be 1-1. when it
Bengals
comes
will be 1-0
after week 2. All right.
Bengals 2-0.
that's the end of the show. We appreciate you guys listening. Shout out to Austin Seibert for coming on to the podcast. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Be a good person. Share this podcast on any social media. We would appreciate it. Follow Drew at Drew811, at Matt the Popo, at Real Connor Gray, myself at Sports.Ohio. Free keg. We got some work to do here, so make sure you guys
Poker?
follow at Cavemen Media to
Yes.
follow along with any stupid stuff that we do on there. You guys got any motivational thoughts for the listeners?
Just go Steelers.
Just do it.
Just
Just
do it.
Put
All
your
right.
mind.
Whatever it is, just do it.
Fucking do it.
It's football week. Have a good week. Stay safe. Happy Labor Day.
Everybody love everybody.
Bye.
See ya.